Today I am going to be reviewing some of the world's greatest films featuring the world's greatest actor. That's correct. I am talking about
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
So, what do we know about Dwayne Johnson? Numero uno. Johnson is another name for a penis. So if he named his penis after himself, it would be Dwayne Johnson's Johnson, Dwayne Johnson. Which is very confusing. Numero two. We all know that Dwayne Johnson is not related to me in any way. I've checked numerous times. But interestingly enough, do you know who is related to me? That's right. My dad. And also maybe my mum. And number three, Dwayne Johnson is actually an anagram for Wadji Sondon, which aren't words. So today I'm going to be rating Dwayne Johnson's films on a scale of 1 to 5. Just before people start getting annoyed with my ratings, just remember, these are my opinions, and my opinions are always right. Let's get on with this review. For those of you who haven't seen a Dwayne Johnson film, firstly, what are you doing with your life? And secondly, these are some of the most sophisticated plot lines in the world. It takes the world's greatest scriptwriters to be able to even think of them. Okay guys, who's excited to come up with the next plot idea for the next Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie? I'm such a twat. Right, let's pick the ideas out of this hat. So, he is a security guard who works in a skyscraper and only has one leg. Brilliant, I love it already. So, we've got two potential names for the film. We've got The Adventures of Stubby the Stump Leg or Skyscraper. You know what, we'll put them both in the hat and we'll pick. I have to say, lockdown hasn't been good. But on the plus side, it's reduced the amount of films Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart make. Am I right? Let's just agree Skyscraper was not one of his best. I'm giving it a rating of 1 Dwayne out of 5. Next film, Baywatch. Now, I quite liked this film. It had a bay, people watched it, it ticked all the right boxes. I actually found a review online for this. To keep this person's identity anonymous, I will refer to her as Karen. And as you can probably presume by the name, Karen didn't like it. Karen opens with, "I was rather disappointed in this movie. This movie should have been R-rated for raunchy, including V for vulgar." I'm sorry to have to be the one to tell you this, Karen, but sadly, V is not a rating, so you can stick your rating straight up your own V. She continues, "I'm surprised that the director for this film didn't have more control of the scripting content. I didn't have a problem with the script. I thought the script was funny, I enjoyed the jokes. I don't think the director was aiming the script for an audience of Karens." She then goes on to say, because the rewrites on the script should have included dropping any curse words, including deleting raunchy graphic scenes of any kind. Oh, Karen, I bet you're fun at parties. Actor Dwayne Johnson, including his co-stars, are very talented actors. Let's read that again. Actor Dwayne Johnson, including his co-stars, are very talented actors, who would be better suited to making clean, wholesome family-style movies like The Tooth Fairy and Mysterious Island. God, you're such a Karen! The plot, once cleaned up, would have been a great storyline. I watched the TV series Baywatch and loved it because the content was family-friendly, clean and PG. Well, Karen, if you preferred the PG TV show version of Baywatch, you should probably just stick to the TV PG version of Baywatch. She finishes on, "I am so tired of movies which use raunchy, including vulgar content as a selling point for the movie. In reality, it isn't, and it never will be." Well, Karen, it is, and that's why I liked it. I was going to give this a 4 Dwaynes out of 5 Dwaynes, but just to spite you, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 5 Dwaynes. Next film. Okay guys, so Skyscraper went down like a slightly larger than average building on fire. But not to worry, because we can always make more films and money. So, today I thought I'd put all the ideas onto the wall. And I'd throw these 3 darts, and whatever they landed on, well, there's our new film idea.
Right, so we've got Dwayne Johnson as a zookeeper. He works with gorillas, and there's also space gas that makes things supersized. Yeah, I think we can work with that,
That's a great idea. Giant monkeys. Is that a bit like King Kong?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Great. And will we be seeing giant gorilla penises?
Oh, that's a good question. No.
God damn it, what is the point? Due to the lack of gorilla penises, which, let's be honest, is the reason we all went to go see it, I am scoring this film a 1 Dwayne out of 5. The same rating as The Adventures of Stubby McStumpleg. Next film! Fast and Furious. I feel like there's no real story behind this series. It's more if you like action, fast cars, big muscles, and guys with no hair, then this is your wet dream. Personally, I'm more of a fan of reboots, funny jokes, and ghosts.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, did you want to?
Sorry, I'll let you.
Next time.
You know what, Fast and Furious isn't actually all that bad in comparison. The Fast and Furious series is actually a film for the educated because it takes people with real linguistic skills just to understand what the hell Vin Diesel is trying to say. Sometimes I use subtitles and they are still unsure of what he's talking about.
You want a car, get it the right way. How? Race for it.
I've always thought that Vin Diesel looks a lot like Dwayne Johnson's older brother, who suffers from severe learning difficulties. Fast and Furious, 2 Dwaynes out of 5. Next film. Jumanji. Now, I was unsure whether I wanted to see this film or not, because I just didn't think you could have beat Robin Williams' version. But, I have to say, it was alright. I thought the story was a bit weak, but it had some good jokes in, and I'm only really bothered about jokes when I watch films. I just want to have a laugh, so it wasn't bad. It wasn't his best, it wasn't his worst. It's sort of in the middle. Did you know when I was younger, I actually had quite a severe fear of being sucked into a game after watching that film? But now I'm older, I'm just happy to be sucked by anything. 3 Dwaynes out of 5. Next film. Central Intelligence. Now, this might be an unpopular opinion. I didn't like it. I thought the story was predictable, I thought the characters were unrealistic, and I just didn't find it that funny. Oh, I'm just picturing all the hate comments coming in. Dear Mr. Weekly, I was not aware that you are the pinnacle of all comedy. Also, your face is strange looking, and there's a very high chance that you are adopted. Yours sincerely, Mum. On to the next film. The next film is Pain and Gain. Now, I actually fell asleep during the first 5 minutes of this film, so I feel like I can't really base a judgment on it. So instead, we shall rely on Google reviews. I have found a review from someone I shall refer to as Creepy Stalker 69. And let's just say, whoo! He liked this film on a whole other level. Creepy Stalker 69 starts off with, "This movie got me emotional. The big hot body of drawn rock Johnsonian, if you can even call him that." I suppose you could call him that, but nobody ever has. He goes on to say, "This is my 43rd review of a film with this child in it, and honestly, it's pretty." His 43rd review. Well, I have to say, I'm really looking forward to your 44th. "In the beginning, in brackets, when God made man, I cried a little because of the camera work this man does. Beautiful." Is this a porno? "I can almost smell him from my screen." As a small child, this film sets my childhood, as I would watch it many a time, and in fact, with my disabled friend, once only though. What the f*** are you talking about? Overall, fantastic man and a fantastic movie, because it taught me utter friendship. Thank you, sir, for making good film. 10 out of 10. I feel like I need to watch this film. By the sounds of it, this is the best film ever created. And now on to the final film before I go and pass a kidney stone through my urethra. And the final film is The Tooth Fairy. The Tooth Fairy. Yeah, I think we should end it there.